Let's see. Now what we came here for? Get to the money, get to the money. Now what we came here for? Get to the money, get to the money. Now what we came here for? Get to the money, get to the money. Now what we came here for? Get to the money, get to the money. Get to the money. Get to the money. To the money, my steady stash in my bag. Gotta pay the rent, and 9 to 5 ain't it true. Hustler, homies in the kitchen whipping work, whether it be up for late or them kicking down the salt. Need a quick flip. Gotta pay my dues, my tuition. Gotta find a way to get my homie off addiction to negativity. If you don't like where you at, they gon' get a team who will help you make some racks. Waking up early and going home late. Dealing with baby mamas, your other friends' drama. Your car don't work cause you need a new fill. Take your cell phone off cause you didn't pay the bill, bro. Got 3 jobs so your family can eat. You in the studio cause you wanna make it big. You can't make money with a broke mindset, but you can double your bag of building your assets. Invest. That's what we came here for. Get to the money, get to the money. That's what we came here for. Get to the money, get to the money. That's what we came here for. Get to the money, get to the money. That's what we came here for. Get to the money, get to the money. Get to the money. Get to the model through the bag, get my money never lag. If you always broke, you gon' have to get the steps. Fill up on your pockets, if all you feel is cotton, then you gon' need to do more work, a little harder. My place stay full, no work means starving. It's like playing ball, but you never start. Get up and move, they all gon' want you. If you got a dream, keep the shit quiet. It's like losing weight, let them see what's accomplished. Life ain't promised, go get it like you want it. Players in the club don't rap cause you worth it. Girl, get your money, don't stop, keep twerking. Know you gotta work, but don't you try to cheat. To make it really big, you gotta lose a little sleep. They all up on your back cause they really want you out. Believe in your craft, once you put your way to doubt. We out. That's what we came here for. Get to the money, get to the money. That's what we came here for. Get to the money, get to the money. That's what we came here for. Get to the money, get to the money. That's what we came here for. Get to the money, get to the money. Get to the money. Get to the money. Let's see. The queen is here.
This is XANI run the world now. 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 This is XANI run the world now.
I wanna get that money, wanna make that stack, now get the loot. Better watch your mans cause he looking at me and my team, I finna shoot. Where wanna be me and my team, get the cream going up. Lay down, stay down, you ain't ready for all that we done. I'm seen enough, I'm heated up. You said you like the raw version? Well, this uncut. And now I got him speaking up like he really tough. And if you got that business, go on, let me see what's up. I can only check you on my team, gon' correct you. He like to clean the box like he cleaning off his schedule. He said that XANI special, ain't nobody else that precious. He said he need O2 cause he stay below sea level. So now he wanna tie up the knot like we a pretzel. You better have that 401k that come with dental. Honestly, I need something new, you got potential. But notice when you messing with me, it's confidential and essential. I've been looking for you, know I got you, I'ma handle that. He keep watching my stories, trying to see if I'm gon' hit him back. Always trying to move cause I don't got no time to get him slack. I only count my money in on hundreds in a Gucci bag.
This is XANI run the world now. 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 This is XANI run the world now.
I'm back, better than once before. I don't need designers, I'm cut from a different cloth. I do what I want, no really, I am my own boss. Nova taught the games, I need taught them how to floss. What's the cost? Don't believe me, you see me how I get down. In my town, I'm the queen who could only rep the crown. I shut it down, how it's good to see me everywhere. While it took you about 7, took me just a year. Now listen clear, ain't nobody really worry, fam. I know you do better if you got it, man. Tell them people you rockin' with, go and get a plan. Cause the runners is moving, so ain't no touching them. I've been waiting to sit and get down with specialists. You see how upline get down, who you know that passionate. Ain't no way you passing us, life is so lavish, man. Why y'all frustrated? I sit back and just laugh at them. Damn. It's about that time I take over, I gotta handle that. Know you wanna be like me, but really is you better now. Always trying to move, cause I don't got no time to give them slack. I only count my money and no hundreds in a Gucci bag.
This is XANI run the world now. 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 This is XANI run the world now.
Hey everybody, yo, we are back here for another dope episode of Let's Get Activated podcast. This is episode number 84, and I want to welcome back the Queen XANI. We have been 60 episodes in since she was last here for episode 24. So welcome back.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back. What's happening, everybody? Let's see. Jersey, stand up.
Man, this is a celebration here, because since you were last on, you've had so much going on. It's been incredible. It's been, so dope. We were just vibing out, to get to the money, which was amazing. And XANI's world, you definitely got to let us know the premises of those visuals and songs. It was so fire.
Oh my goodness. They were so much fun. And it's crazy, like, how all of that transpired. So, I mean, especially with Get to the Money, I had a ball. Literally, we were all in just one place, but we made it happen. Shout out to the ladies who came out, because I'm big on women empowerment. So when they showed up and showed out and was counting that money, I was like, this is what we talking about.
Yes.
So we just had fun. I literally had a great time. Everything was put together well, so I really enjoyed it. XANI World actually was shot before Get to the Money. And then we just put all the pieces together, came back, added extra visuals. So it was just fun overall. So literally every time I have a music video, whoever comes out, or, when we invite people, send out, the casting calls, whoever can make it, we just all have a great time. And the cast and everybody I work with, super phenomenal. So it was fun. Really, really fun.
I love it. Just the whole vibe. And I know Get to the Money, I was celebrating with you. You had that mess on BET.
Yeah, yes. Oh my goodness. When we got the call that, saying we were gonna put it on there, because you gotta know somebody who knows somebody. When that was set up, it was just like, all right, it's about to go down. Like, is it really going down? Because my mom was actually hesitant too, because she was like, and she made me nervous, because she was like, oh man, what if it don't come on? We got everybody watching. I said, Mom, don't say that. So when it popped up on the screen, we went crazy. So, like I said, shout out to the team. They did a great job with that. And like I said, man, it's just been go mode since then. So literally everything that has come is just been a blessing, honestly.
Definitely a true blessing. I mean, you've been on the news and everything, since our last visit, what has this year been like for you?
Yeah, no, a lot of things have changed since last year. So like my team dynamic has definitely changed. My mother's my manager, momager. So she actually made the Pix 11 morning news happen. And she's just been grinding, you know what I'm saying? Where the focus we have now is, we want to make sure that, my image and everything that I do, it upholds to who XANI is. So a lot of the shows I used to have, I no longer take, because that's not my image, that's not my lane. I'm starting to understand the artist that I am, and I am in my own lane. So when you have that, there's no blueprint, right? There's no means of following how other people are doing it. So we're literally creating the lane and just breaking everything down and trying to find our way through. But that's just what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather do it the right way, work hard, so that way when it's there, we're enjoying the fruit of our labor. So like I said, team dynamic is different. The management is different. But I got people around me who truly believe in what I'm doing. And I just think with anything in life, you want to keep people around you who truly believe in you and who's here for you. And what God did was remove those people who weren't here for me, who weren't here for XANI, you know what I'm saying, who just had that mentality of, well, I think I'm about to just make a quick flip, I don't really care about you. They were removed. And now I have people around me who like, yo, you know, if you're not feeling well, let's not rush it. You know what? I think let's try this out. You know, everybody's hearing one another out. It's just working well. So I'm truly blessed with everything that has transpired from last year. And I've grown mentally too, as far as understanding like the music industry, what it entails, how to, you know, objectify my image more. So I just feel more advanced in who I am and how I'm growing. And now it's just, now I need to start networking and making those connections. And from there, you know, we're going to hit. So I'm blessed, honestly.
Yes, I've noticed it. I've noticed the increase in the confidence. I just noticed the glow. I was sitting back watching the transformation. I was just watching. I was like, man, I got to talk to her about these changes, because it's just been nothing but positive changes. Shout out to your mother, because she gets it. That woman gets it. And just to have your mother, you know, backing you up like that, man, salute to the queen. That's queen.
It. That's the right way to do it. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I tell everybody in life, you know, everybody who you start with, you might not finish with. And that's just how it goes, you know? And I had to understand that, right? You get into these mindsets like, no, he's supposed to be here with me. But God has other visions, and God is doing things that you don't even see. You know what I'm saying? So I look at everything as a positive outcome. And everybody who we did work with, it was nothing malicious. Like we wish everybody well. We hope everyone is progressing in their way, in their lane, and what they're doing. But when you have a different focus, sometimes you got to separate yourself, and you got to just do what's best for you. And that's just what we in right now. And I'm thriving, and I'm loving. I don't regret nothing that has happened. I am I'm genuinely happy. I feel free, like a move. You know, so like I said, everything happens for a reason. And I'm learning and enjoying not to question God's movements as I grow. So I used to be like, wow, like for what? Now it's like, okay, this is what it is. All right, let's just move. We got to do what we got to do, and that's where we at.
Amen to that. And, you know, you're balancing everything well, because, you know, I also got to touch on, you know, you being a teacher and such a positive person for the youth. I've seen your performances. You make the kids excited, and not all teachers are like that. So how do you balance that and incorporate sometimes the music in with your teaching?
I literally, when it comes to my students who are dope, by the way, shout out to East Orange. I gotta give my students some love.
Yes.
They give me energy, you know, that youthfulness, that excitement. They're always giving me feedback. I literally play my music for them. Oh my gosh, Miss Diggs, and it's just the energy there. So they actually help mold me into like, you know, okay, this is what I want to do next, because they're gonna be the ones who's coming up, who's listening, who's gonna transpire it to, you know, their younger siblings, whoever's in the community. So literally, I give what they give me. So, and it's fun, and I love what I do. You know, like I genuinely, I tell everyone, I do not work. I have fun. I get up. I have a great time. I couldn't ask for nothing better. So the atmosphere alone is what pushes me and motivates me. So when it's not work and it's just fun, you know, there ain't no stress there. So the students, they are phenomenal. And now I work at an arts, like a theater school. So they're always working on projects and different things. So, and they include me, and I love that. So it just works well. So that's how I kind of balance it. I just kind of let their energy give me energy and vice versa. And I just create based off of what I'm receiving on a day-to-day basis.
Wow. I can see them as they're growing up. You know, let's say they're doing something in the arts, you know, they're definitely going to bring up your name. I can see that. They're like, remember our teacher? She was there. She was dope. She helped us out, and that's what it's about, passing it on to the youth, giving them something positive. They need that.
Yeah, yeah. My freshman said, he said, when I have kids one day, I'm gonna tell them about you because you do everything. He literally said that. I think before we got out of school for summer, in June, he was like, I gotta tell when I have kids, I gotta tell them about you. I said, please do. So they're just like, I want them to see that they can have their cake and eat it too. Like you can have your career, you can chase your dreams. You can make things happen. You just have to. But once you realize, okay, you want it, and then you start to do it, God comes the other mile and helps you out. So that's just what works for me, and that's just what I teach them. And I do hope that they take that and they run with it, whatever it is that they want to be.
I love it. Love it. And it's music that they can listen to too. Because there's some music out there. You're like, nah, like I can't rock with it with my kid. But see me, I can sit down with my daughter. So we can be like, hey, we're gonna get to the money.
Right. Yes.
Yep.
Exactly. So it just works all around, and I'm being who I am. I'm not, and I think that's what a lot of what the feedback I got too is that you're not trying hard. You are you, and this is so dope. Like, and that's what I really love. So I always revert back to the students and see what they have to say. I'm big on the next generation feedback. And what I did when I started to realize, even like the older generation, how they would move into my music, I was like, all right, we got something here. Because that's important too, right? Because the older generation, they're into lyrics, they're into experiences, the music, how it makes them feel, if it reverts them back to a memory. So when I got that feedback as well, I was like, all right, we got something. So we got to keep harping on this.
Yes. Hey, people, the older generations, they would be very proud because you're doing your part in preserving the culture in the right way.
Yes, I agree.
You got to remember that. Believe me, I ain't gonna put people's names on out there, but people are talking about you in a good way. I'm just gonna say it like that. You never know who's watching.
I appreciate it. Yes, yeah, man. It's and honestly, like I said, I'm big on challenges, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all a story. When I was younger, my dad he took me to the park, and I was on the monkey bars. And I guess I fell really hard. And he was like, the average kid would have said, I don't, because you know what I'm saying? Like, you took that hit. He said, I got back up there, did it again. So from that age, I think I was like 7, it's still in me. So I'm the type like, okay, this don't work. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. That's not okay. So I'm gonna keep harping, you know what I'm saying, until I make what's meant for me happen. That's just the type of person I am. Unless, like I said, God is just like, okay, it's time for you to do something else. But I'm a very focused person. I'm a very stubborn person. But if long as I enjoy what I'm doing, I'm gonna work hard at it until it's time for me to break through. So, and that's just what we're working on. We're working on breaking through. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. But it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be so worth it.
It is, especially when you have fun doing it. And, you're not only just doing, you're doing the entrepreneurship too. We have your dope logo in the back. So, you got the gear. You got to promote the gear too.
Got to promote it. XANIworld.com. We outside.
Yes. We're just scrolling right along here, y'all. You got to check out her website. It's dope. It's professional. It's clean. I always love when I see that, something clean, and it's great. It's just awesome. And, you also have jumped into the podcast world too.
Yes. Shout out to our podcast. We have the Vibe Check. We also have Only Bars. So those 2 podcasts came about, honestly. So I was in the shower, and I was like just randomly thinking about like other artists' lyrics. And I was like, do people ever just sit here and just listen and be like, well, what you mean by that? Or how you feel? Because, we're in a generation now, it's not really lyric heavy. A lot of it's more beat related. It's like, this beat hard. But we don't even know what they're saying. So shout out to Dilemma. He's in here. So that's my partner with Only Bars. And we were like, we want to break down some bars. We be having games. You can guess what the music is, guess who the artist is, deciphering the lyrics. And it really brings everybody together because you can pick up on it and be like, well, I felt like this, and this is how I see it. And it just creates dope conversations. So that's Only Bars. Y'all can follow that page. I'll type it somewhere in here so you guys can follow it. And then we have the vibe check, and that's just vibes all around. How your day going, what you going through, mental health, what's happening in the world. We don't really get into like heavy in politics, but we kind of like discuss whatever is broad and what's happening. But it's dope conversations, and it's very informative, positive, and we just try to connect and bridge the gaps, just putting all the pieces together. So, Samantha, you might meet somebody on there who, I don't know, does something that's like, yo, I can use this for my home. Who knows? Like, it's just random pieces together and bringing everybody together. So definitely dope vibe, dope energy. So shout out to Dilemma, Auntie B, our Uncle CJ. We have a great time. So I'm gonna have y'all definitely tap into that, check that out. It's just great vibes, great energy, great people.
It is. And shout out to Dilemma, because look, he already on it. He putting it here in the comments.
Drop it down there.
Drop it down there, people. So I got it sitting on the screen. That way you guys can go, give that a follow. And
please.
I can say I'm a witness to it because I've jumped in on those lives, and you guys, it is a great positive vibe. The conversation is dope. It's a safe place, people. When you comment, I can tell you all, they do engage back with you. It's great. It's a safe place, and it's definitely something positive, that is needed on social media too. Look, J Law want to be in there. He's one of my artists. He want to, he want to be in.
Yeah, we gotta put him on, definitely. And we had somebody who did photography come up and do an interview. Like we've, just to kind of understand how you view things, how do you see life? We have a variation of people. We want it to be so diverse, not just like music. Like, yo, if you fix stoves, come up and tell us what the pieces are about, because I don't know. I would love to know when I buy a house one day. You know what I'm saying? Or you fix tires. We don't care. We just want that energy. We want to give you love and just let people know, like, we see you. It's good to be seen. You know what I'm saying? So that's what time we on.
Definitely. And is it now I know it's currently on IG. Now, do you plan on expanding the platform, like bringing it around other platforms too?
Yes, definitely. We're looking into other means of the podcast, because we know not everybody can get on Instagram at certain times. So we're just trying to really find like that medium, and like with the StreamYard, like how you can stream to multiple platforms. So we just really trying to figure out what works best, everybody's schedule. So it's relatively new, but like I said, sometimes you just got to go and start it, and when you get the foundation, everything else will come together. So that's what we did.
Exactly. Everything starts from somewhere, and IG is a great platform. There's just the reason why I asked that question, because I already see that it's such a dope podcast, and just for it to be spread out on different platforms, it's dope. It's dope.
Definitely got to make it more accessible. So we are working on that for sure. And shout out to our media personnel. Like, she gave us feedback, just on how to lay it out for people to read, because everybody's attention span is a little bit short. So it's like, if you see something quick, it could be like it'll differentiate someone coming in or someone going, let me go, what's next? So it's little things. Just like I said, everything's take time, but like you said too, but you just never know who you're reaching, never know who's watching, who could be really relating to the conversation and just really help them through. So that's what we about.
I love it. I'm just ready to watch it again when it comes out.
We got you. We got to get you up there too. So we working on that as well. We got to make sure it's special for you though. So we gonna make sure it's on point.
Hey, I would be more than humbled to be on there, because I love you from the gate when I first met you, and you all are positive people. So that's what it's about. And speaking of positivity, we were talking about offline, but you said you wanted to talk about it. You kind of let it creep in. Black love is still here. It still exists. It still exists.
Yes, y'all. Yes. So definitely wanted to touch on it, because I do think it's important to discuss personal and professional, like that life balance. And for me, I always get questions like, how do you do it? How do you make time for your boyfriend, and how are you able to manage this? And honestly, I'm just a big believer in, you make time for what you want to make time for. But it's also important to have somebody by your side who also understands what you're doing, right? So, you have people who are like, I need your time all the time, you know. And my boyfriend, he's the type, he's like, nah, go do your thing. I'm right here. And I love that because it's like, all right, I'm gonna go hustle and grind. And then like when I miss him, I'm like, okay, come back. So like he's great. He's great. And God just kind of threw him into my life. Just randomly. He came out of nowhere. I literally tell everybody, it was like magic. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I'm like this. And then God was just like, hey, right? So, but no, great guy. He does music as well. And he's just overall just great. He's supportive. You know, and when I have my moments of discouragement where I'm like, you know, dang, you know, what can I do better? How can I be better? I don't know where to go sometimes. And he's just like, you on the right path. You're doing just fine. So he gives me those, you know, that backing of encouragement. And I think, you know, shout out to my parents because they've molded me and I've got to see what a strong relationship looks like, how to have somebody back, how to support one another. And he does that, you know what I'm saying? So definitely blessed to have him. And I'm excited just to, you know, see how I'm growing with him, with my music, with my professional career and everything. So I'm saying to y'all can have that special person in your life and still make what you want happen. Just make sure you know, like I said, you got to keep the people around you who are here for you, and you'll see that through time. And he's done nothing but support me. I mean, it's just like, hey, you got it. If this is what you got to do, I'm here, you know. So, and I love that.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. And I knew, I was like, when we were kind of talking offline, I said, when I started to get the little hints, I said, he gotta be dope because I just have, you know, I just put you at a high tier, you know, as a queen. And
Thank
so
you.
you're welcome. So I knew, I said, she gotta have a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, we were saying, you feel me? Like, look, you gotta show the hand first. You feel me? Then you show the shoulder. And then we show the top, and that's just what it was. But he understood, you know. And I asked him too. I was like, "Are you comfortable?" And it's just because you just never know how people feeling. He's like, "Yo, nah, like you do you," and that's what I love. He allows me to be me. There's no pretending. There's no switching. It's whoever XANI needs to be. He is, do it, and I love that. And it's hard to find people who are like that.
It really is. So, you know, like God is working. He is working in your favor.
Yes, he is, man. I swear. It's like everybody moved out. He came in and things are still rocking.
Definitely. Like throughout this whole year, you know, because I know you been dealing with some things, which, you know, I think probably has something to do, you know, with that new single, which we'll play at the end, Toxic, that just dropped yesterday, you know.
Yes.
You know, toxic things. So just kind of, you know, what was your, you know, take on the song? You know, what experience maybe, you know, if you want to share that you might have went through that led you to write, you know, to write about it.
So Toxic, I honestly wrote Toxic a year ago. I wrote Toxic a year ago. And I honestly, I had just got a vibe. Because I was just irritated. You know, I had we all know you got people who watch you. You know what I'm saying? They watch your every move though. It's like they wake up and they just watch you. And it's like, do you not have nothing else to do? I was just so agitated, and and my lyrics is definitely different. You could ask, shout out to Specialist because he produced the beat, but I called him and I'm like I'm just bombing. He's like, well, we're gonna change the lyrics. we gotta, you know, we gotta switch it up. But so he kind of came in, he helped, and it just was like, you toxic, like, stop being ratchet, stop being toxic, because there's so much toxic energy. It's so easy to fall into toxic energy. And around that time, I didn't realize, like the people I had around me, like how easily you can be consumed in someone else's energy without even being there. You can be consumed in it. So I had to take a step back. And once I realized, okay, once I separated myself, everything was just easy. Everything was calm, cool, collected. It wasn't like rowdy. So I was like, all right, well, you know, but I love that I wrote it at that time because that's how I was feeling. But a lot of people are either going through it, have been through it. And when I dropped it, I had a lot of feedback like, this is, I'm going through this. I'm feeling it because it's like, it's an anthem too. Like, especially with my generation, for some reason, it's like, that traditional like love or respect for people is like, I don't know if it's just, just going away, or but like I said, I was just compelled to write it because that's how I was feeling. And it just came out to the way it is. But it's crazy because I'm not even in that setting anymore. But
Right.
but it's like, hey, it's a vibe. You can play it anywhere. You can
Mhm.
bump to it, and if you are going through it, you could be like, yeah, like tell him get away from me, or tell she got chill out. Like so,
Yep.
yeah. It definitely was that energy at that time, and it's just dope to kind of see how it formulated. But like everybody, the feedback I'm getting is really, really positive. So I'm really just working this single, and hey, if the people like it that much, I will look to make a music video.
Oh, you need to. I was going to ask that next. I was like, you got to.
Yeah.
'Cause
All right, and I will. Then I will.
Yeah.
I definitely will let my director know because he asked me too, like, what we doing next? So I was like, all right, well, if y'all like this, let's work on Toxic.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna just tell him then.
It's clever. It's clever and it's relatable. Like the way you did it, people can utilize snippets of that for TikTok. I
Yeah.
mean, just because there's so many toxic situations, it's not just relationships.
Right.
It's so many different things you can be dealing with. Financial advisors.
Yep.
You name it.
Yeah.
So that's clever. That's clever.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just like you said. It's just so many. Like I said, the negative energy is so impactful, right? So it's like sometimes you just gotta just let it out, and that's why I love music. I swear, it's just venting. I'm just, hey, yo, get this. Let me get this out, and it helps, man.
It does. It's the best therapy. It's the best way to get your feelings out there. And then after that, you're gonna be like, this is a vibe too. Like I really did something with this.
Yeah. Yeah. So we enjoying that. I always play my music for my parents too. They be like, oh, so when was you feeling like this? It's hilarious. Oh, but it's good though. So I'm happy everybody enjoying it and can relate to it. So that's the best part.
Definitely. And your video clips are funny too that you post on IG.
Yeah. Man, listen, and that's what I'm starting to do more. Like I'm just even like I'm starting to realize too, like TikTok is really like the platform to push more too. Not that Instagram isn't, because like everybody's still on Instagram. But just like reels or whatever it is, like it's just TikTok is like the wave. So I'm trying to find other things to post on there too. So because everybody, who doesn't want to laugh? Sure, I'm always doing something silly. You can ask all my friends. So might as well just throw the music right behind it.
Might as well. It's therapy too, and it's a great form of engagement as well. So like I said, it's clever. It's clever.
So it's going.
I can't knock it at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
And so what do you have? Like, do you have some more performances lined up for the rest of this year coming up?
Well, right now, so I have my mom. She's looking into like getting me performances in the city and stuff. So we're just trying to figure out. Like I said, we strategizing where my music is like geared to and focused on. So it's just like I said, networking, finding opportunities. So right now, I'm trying to think. Do I have I don't think I have any performances lined up for September yet. So I know she's still looking at things like that, but as they come, I'll be posting it. I'll definitely send it to you. But as of right now, no shows yet.
Oh, they come. I know they're coming because I've seen the footage.
Yeah.
And it's always high energy. You're like a one-woman show. I'm like, man.
I love performing. I love it. It's amazing when I tell you, I have days where I'll just go on YouTube and I'll watch Beyonce. I'll watch Michael. I'll watch Usher because I miss that. Like that's what I grew up on. So when they come out, it come out fierce, like boom. It's like, ooh, what are we about to do? So I like, and that's what I want to give. And that's so anytime I have a performance, I don't care if it's 3 people in front of me, 10 people, I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this work, and yeah, I want y'all to enjoy it. And so when that time does come, when it's a bazillion people, we gonna rock. So that's just what I love. I just love putting on the show.
Wow. And what's your preparation for the show? Because it takes, like I said, you have a lot of high energy and your rough control is great. So I know there's, I know there's got to be a method to that. There's got to be.
Yeah, I've been given running while rapping. That's definitely a lot. I also been told like to lay down and try to project my voice upward to use my diaphragm, so that helps too. Um, and then I have the community. So shout out to La Dance. That's my sister dance school. The owner, she lets me use her studio, just off of respect, off of love, and off of her supporting me. So she let me use that for whatever I need to get done and do. And then I just work around with other people's schedule, different things like that. But literally, it's just putting in the work. And then I work out as well. So maintaining my workout regimen, eating right. It all plays a role. This is, at the end of the day, it's a business. So you got to make sure, what you put into your body, it has to be able to work for you later on. It's kind of like the professional athletes, if your body making you money, you got to take care of it. So that's kind of like what I do. And then I pray a lot, and then I do a lot of meditating. I just started implementing that heavy. And then, like I said, I keep positive people around me, and all of those positive words of affirmation, it just hits. So anytime I do have something, it's you about to kill it, do your thing, give them that work. So every bit of those pieces when it comes together, it's time for a show. It just comes out into the the audience. So that's kind of like how I get prepared and how I get ready. So it's just, I love it.
Hey, it's proper preparation, because I definitely see the smiles like on the faces too whenever I'm seeing the performance clips.
It's fun. It's literally fun, because I think even when I do like my freestyles, or everybody has told me when I was working in the summer, one of the janitors, he always come up to me because he was like, "What you got for me today?" So I'll just give him some bars. He's like, "Ooh, man, like he's just like, yeah, you got a stage presence," because I like to get into characters. It's literally like, I'm a big animation person. So I do aspire to have music for animation someday, because I love characters. So sometimes when I get into a performance, I turn into a whole nother character, and I'm giving people, Bobby, and then Ann come out, and then, what I'm saying? So you don't know who you're getting. So it's like telling a story too. So that's what I kind of get into mentally prior to like performing as well. So just keeping people engaged, because I know the attention span is short. So if I'm giving you Zani the whole time, it's like, all right, well, we know this, compared to, oh, what is she doing here? And so that's how I think, and that's how I move, and that's how I rap. Like I just like just keeping everybody engaged some shape or form. It works for me though.
It works. I can tell it's working. And, I'm sure there's a lot of people that might be, reaching out to you that might want to do like collaborations and things like that. So like for you, what catches your ear, or your ear and your eye, I would say, from other artists? Like what would grab your attention to them?
Oh yeah. I'm big on the beats. So if the minute I hear like the first 4 count, first 8 count, that's when I'll know. I'm like, oh, this is heat. The projection of an artist's voice says a lot to me too. So an artist who is confident in what they got, that's gonna bring me to them as well. Because like, okay, you love your stuff, so I want to be a part of what you love, compared to somebody who's like, I don't really know if I like it. You know what I'm saying? So when you love you, I want some of that energy, because I love me. So let's love each other, and we get this record going. So that's what attracts me. So yeah, the beat, the confidence in the artist, and honestly, just like I'm looking to learn from other artists as well, So the way someone might market, or the way someone, support their team, different things like that, all of that matters to me. So I just look at the overall picture. So if it's like, yo, y'all got something going, I want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to bring something to the table, because like we know it's a business. So if it's going to benefit me, it's going to benefit you, let's make it happen type time. So that's kind of like what gets my attention.
Amen to that. And I see, I got to drop Pen Game Classics comment. One of my artists, he loved that Egyptian queen photo shoot.
Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah. We queen vibes, royal vibes only.
Man, that was dope. And that's a good topic. Thank you, Meeks Joe or Classic, for dropping that. So what gave you the idea for that photo shoot? Or actually, I'm gonna say all your photo shoots are dope. So like, where do all these ideas come from?
Honestly, well, the Egyptian one came from Specialist. So because he watches a lot of movies as well. So he was like, you know, it would be dope if you could bring out that Egyptian vibe. Because, you know, I'm still learning like my roots, you know, on both sides.
Mhm.
So that to me was like, this is heavy and I want to project that. So we found all the stuff we needed, and shout out to my baby sister. She does my face. That's my makeup artist. So she brought it to life. Yeah, everybody, it was just super dope. The Get to the Money photo shoot was for, you know, get to the money, but we also wanted to show that business boss duty bars vibe as well. Then I did the street attire. I was like, I want to bring the graffiti back. I just love hip hop, and my father's a big hip hop head, so I talked to him a lot, you know, about the music before I was born, and I was like, you know, they used to wear this, and it's crazy. And shout out to Mike, because his shop is in it's in New York somewhere. But when we went out there, everybody who's been to this man's shop blew up. So I was sitting in there. I literally looked on the wall. There's LL Cool J. It was, I think MC Light was on the wall. Salt and Pepper was on the wall. Queen Latifah was on the wall. Jay-Z was on the wall. Everybody you could think of was on this wall with their graffiti. And I'm like, oh wow, I'm getting my stuff done. And we meeting. Hey, we got something doing here. So it was just dope. It was so dope to see. And that's how that photo shoot came about, because I just wanted to bring it back. I haven't seen it, you know, with my generation. So I was like, I want to still represent, because this is where I'm coming from. But we also, you know, music change over time, and that's just what it is. But I also just want to pay homage, because we wouldn't be here if we didn't have them. So that's just how all of those shoots kind of came about. And we got some more coming, so I'm excited for y'all to see.
Hey, because I was like, man, she's always coming out with some dope photos. I'm like,
yeah, it kind of helps too, because it's building my model portfolio as well. So I'm getting into modeling too. So it's like people, yeah. So just putting it all together, you know, just different lanes. I think that's one thing I do have to work on, because I am everywhere. Just kind of having that specialty, but I'm a very active person. It's hard for me to be like just here. I like to do, but as I'm getting older, I'm starting to be like, all right, this is what we're gonna stay on, and we're gonna ride this. But it doesn't hurt to have, you know, just backups too. So that's
that doesn't hurt to have multiple things under your belt. It's just a matter of how you balance it. That's what it is.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep.
You know, it's what it is. And if you enjoy doing it, you know, why not? And see, I'm excited that you said modeling, because I know your modeling though, it's going to be on some really kind of dope, classy type vibes. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, my mother, that's where I get it from. She rocked that, and it's crazy. I think her mom, so my grandmother, and all of my grandmother's family, we love hats. They love the fedoras, I don't even know the name of the other hats, but we rock hats in this family, and then you pop it out with the makeup, and I get it all from them. So seeing those women, I'm like, oh, this is sharp. I'm gonna use this. So that's where I kind of get it from.
Yeah, y'all got it. And then, you know, natural beauty too. You ain't even got to do much. I'm like, without the makeup. I was like, beauty. You got it.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's great. My boyfriend was saying, he's like, you always got a phone in your hand. I mean, you know, I like it. That's me. You know, you want a picture? He'd be like, nah, I'm good.
He's like, I'm good. He's like, I got enough of them. I'm good.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh my goodness. And see, I love it. I see the glow. I just see the glow anytime you mention him. See
that? Yeah. It's good vibes.
I had to get you on the glow, because, you know, like, you know, I think love is a thing that's not as promoted as much anymore, you know, within this whole social media. You know, people always want to promote people fighting all the time. And just so I love to see, you know, something positive, like, okay, love is still here. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. It's amazing. Like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a very focused person. But it's also allowing the love, you know what I'm saying, to be loved on. Some people fight it. But you know, I just welcome it. So it's, you know, it's great. I ain't even, you know, it's great.
It's great. You're here, you're happy, and through everything that you've gone through, you definitely are persevering. And there may be viewers watching, if not on the live, they're gonna watch after, they're gonna definitely look up to you and be inspired. So like, what advice would you give somebody who's just going through it? I mean, there's a number of things we can list what people are going through, but just in general, what would you say to them just to kind of get through it, get through their day?
I always say, just like I said, have those people in your corner who you can call, who you can reach out to. I don't know what people's spiritual levels are, but if you believe in God, give a lot of that discomfort to God. I'm just big on that too. And just like keep yourself around what you enjoy doing, So if you love to eat, I'm a big foodie. My slogan is let's eat.
Hey.
I'm always around food, I always got, like, you will never not see me eating, bro. Like, my friends be like, you always eating. I'm like, yes, I keep a fork in my hand because that makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? So, do what makes you happy. And if you are having, those days or you're realizing you're not happy, get away from it. It's going to just do you justice. I promise you. And I think the hardest part is letting go, is because you're so accustomed to being unhappy. So when you're away from the unhappy, you're like, I'm not used to this, but that's a good thing, being comfortable with the uncomfortable. Right. So that's like my biggest advice. And, everybody has, their way and their time of figuring out what it is, but y'all gotta do is make yourself happy. You got to do what's best for you, and it's okay to put yourself first. I think that's something big I learned. That's my biggest advice, making sure you good, because you can't help nobody else if you're not helping yourself. And then the rest to follow through. Just believe in whatever it is that you want to do, or whatever it is that's going to make you happy. Stay on that mentally, emotionally, physically. Y'all can literally have whatever you want. Like, I'm starting to understand that more and more. I could do whatever, I could have whatever, because it's already set. So definitely that's my biggest advice.
Wow, amazing advice that people need. It's feeding off of all that positivity for sure.
Oh yeah, it matters. What you surround yourself around, it all plays a part. So you might not realize you're indulged in it until later on, but other people's energy and frequencies, it plays a part. It definitely does. Whether they're near you or not, it'll affect you. So put yourself first, and just you got just live your life, man. I'm starting to understand too, it's spooky as I'm getting older. All the people we had coming up, or they're leaving, so it's like, it's scary. At the same time, it's like, oh, at this point I gotta make sure I'm good. So just and then check in on people. Just do whatever you got to do to make sure you good. That's my best advice as well.
Amen. That's great advice. Life is so short, and I agree with the check-in, y'all, because it doesn't just, even with me, it doesn't just end here at Activated. XANI can tell you, we've been keeping in touch
all the time. Oh my gosh, Samantha, you really, like, you're a whole gem, and I love you. And since we met, I'm just grateful how you came in, you feel me, to the XANI gang, just in general. Like, you're so supportive, and I always look to match your energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm big on. I'm matching. I'm always going to match. So, you support me, I'm going to support you. Whatever y'all got going, y'all know XANI, we outside. So I love you so much. And like I said, I'm always here. When the big time come, we outside. So I hope you're ready, because you're coming on stage. I'm giving you a mic.
Oh man, you're gonna have me writing some bars. I better not have you say that too loud, because City already talking about, maybe you will spit a verse. I'm like,
yes, City. Get it started. Get it activated. Let's go.
Oh, see, active. There you go. Oh, here we go.
Yep, that's important, I swear. So you have been amazing, and I just, like I said, I've just been grateful since day one, since we connected.
Oh no, you have been amazing, like always humble. Because I remember when at first I saw a freestyle that you did. I'm like, oh my God, that's so dope. I gotta share this. Like, it's gotta be. And then from then it's just been, hey, I'm like, y'all, XANI dope, y'all.
Yes. Oh, we coming, I swear.
Definitely, definitely. And then how can the people tap into you?
Yeah, so you guys can follow me, official underscore XANIWORLD, Zani World. My website, www.zaniworld.com. Okay. My Twitter is official underscore XANI. And then my management email is Queen Gems management at gmail.com. So mgmt at gmail.com. So if you guys need to reach out about, anything, feel free to contact. And my mom she's very responsive. So, or you can hit me up, like I said, on Instagram, and then, we can always connect that way as well. So there's access to me. We not divas over here. We divas when we on stage, but outside of that, we get back and we make things happen. So.
Definitely. And the reason why I dropped your IG, because I'm going to let everybody know a pro tip here. Please read the artist bios, just respectfully, because it's in the bio. Even the email is there, y'all, in the bio. Like if you don't know the person that well, they got a certain contact information. Respect that contact information. The bio take 2 seconds to read.
Yeah.
So y'all, and she got her link tree on it too. So when you go to that IG, you're going to see the link tree. It got everything on there. I'm just saying, y'all, just read the bios. I'm real heavy on that.
Yep. The EPK, everything's on Linktree. So whatever y'all need, yeah, man, just tap in. We working, and now I'm like I said, I'm in the phase 2. We just want to work as much as possible and just make things happen. So that's where we at.
Definitely. And I'm excited. I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for everything that you got going on, present, future, we here, we outside, like you said, we celebrating because, like I said, you've had an incredible year for sure.
Yes, I have. Yes, and it's going to keep growing. That's the beauty of it. I'm just excited, who I'm going to meet next, and just the opportunity. I'm an opportunist, so opportunities present themselves. I'm coming, so I'm excited.
Definitely. Look, you're ready. Definitely when I first heard Zani, I was like, yo, she dope. Definitely followed the first time I heard her. Yeah.
I appreciate that. And it's people like that. Like, that's why I love doing what I do. I swear. Like, it matters. I had like took down the interview. I'm gonna put it back up because one of my followers was like, girl, if you don't put the interview back up, I need, what are you doing? She's like, just because you don't like it, or nah, put it back up. She was like, you better ask your fans first. I said, oh, wow. Okay. All right. My bad. I got you. So yeah, it like, all of that matters. All of that matters. And I'm just, like I said, it motivates me.
See, that's a great thing for them to be excited. Yeah, you gotta listen to the fan. The fans spoke. They say, yo, they need that interview back. They want to see.
Oh yeah.
They want to see. Hey, bigger and better. And they can always tap in with ACTIVAT too, because we're just pushing it everywhere.
Right?
Yeah, because right now people watching you on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, CertifiedNationEntertainment.com, and of course here on YouTube. So we posting it. We're gonna put it on the IG as well, and I'm gonna do some TikTok clips for you too. I got you there.
Okay, let's go. It's definitely lit.
Definitely. And I'm sure that you have a lot of people that you want to shout out as well, because you have definitely acquired a dope team of people. Definitely feel free to shout them out, drop whatever thing they got going on, it's activated in here.
Oh yeah, so definitely gotta get a shout out. My boy Jonathan in the building. That's my A1 Day One sauce. Like I said, Auntie B, our funny cousin, Uncle CJ Clarence, the limo on the beat. He got a bunch of projects out. Definitely follow him, tap in with him. Specialist. He is a mastermind with the production. My parents, my siblings, and just the whole Zani gang, everybody who's just supportive and just really believing in what we got going. So I thank you all, and we gonna work. And definitely shout out to you, Samantha. Thank you so much. I see your goons in the spot. Shout out to everybody here. I'm just, like I said, man. We working and we coming.
Yeah, and we eating too. We eating.
Let's see.
I'm right with you. Let's eat. I definitely want to say this definitely has been a dope vibe, great episode having you on. You always bring the positivity, the gems, you make people feel good, so definitely my salute to you. And, before we go, we got to let them hear that Toxic. We got to.
Oh, let
It's a
Toxic
must.
ring. Yes, Toxic out now on all platforms. We dropped it yesterday. If you in the toxic relationship or whatever it is, this is an anthem for you. Or you feel me? Or you just want to twerk a little bit, this is the anthem for you.
Yes.
Whatever you want to do, this is the anthem for you. Let's see.
Let's see. And it's definitely giving you what you need. And it's a dope cover, by the way, too. I like the cover, the cover art with your photo on there. So,
Dilemma.
Yes. Dilemma doing his thing. I'm about to reach out to Dilemma for something
too.
too.
Killing it. And he worked hard too. He be at work like, you like this? You want to like this? Oh God. Okay, let me wait. So he worked, y'all. Definitely tap in with him.
Dang, he is doing his thing. Again, this has been a dope episode of Let's Get Activated podcast with the Queen XANI, episode 84. And we're going to close it out with Toxic. So be sure y'all stay in for the whole thing, to listen and tap in. And it's on all platforms, y'all.
Let's see.
Let's see.